parts of Independence County, parts of Izard County, and southern parts of Sharp County. This does include places like Cushman and Cave City. What I'm going to do is show you a storm track first. And Christina, what is the movement on this storm?
It's moving northeast at 55 miles an hour. They've been watching this storm located near Crocker, or 12 miles east of Mountain View. Okay, so there's the times of arrival on it. Marcella at 6:53, Cushman at 7:02, Cave City, it is 6:51 now. You have about 25 minutes. That is 7:15 time of arrival into Cave City. Strawberry at 7:29, Lynn at 7:34. This is radar indicated. We do not have a confirmation on this one yet. However, we are going to continue to watch it, and we're going to stick with you through the duration of this tornado warning until the threat goes away, until the warning is expired, and hopefully it just starts weakening is what we're hoping here. All right, let me clear the path, the times of arrival off of here. This thing also has a really big hail core that we'll take a look at here in a minute. But let me zoom in on this area. We'll take you down in here, and there it is right here. You can clearly see the rotation sitting right there on the county line. New scan just coming in. Let me give you an idea of where this is in relationship to Batesville. So here is Batesville right here. This is crossing across the river right now. We'll zoom in a little bit more and just kind of go along the path that we just gave you the times of arrival for. So this is very close to Marcella. It's crossing over Lily Lane right now. It just crossed over Highway 5 just a little bit ago. You continue on. This is Cushman. Cushman was hit back on March 14th. So if you notice, the rotation is extremely close to the Cushman community right now. It's also right on top of Bethesda right now as well.
Right on top of Bethesda. So once again, we'll widen out. Not sure why Cushman isn't showing up on there, but it's right here. We'll have to work on the city names on this. And then there's Cave City. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back down into here. So you can get some of these street names on here. It's going to be coming very close to Bethesda. It's going to be crossing very close to Medlock Road, Punch Lane, very close to the Limedale community, as well as Spring Mill. Here is Cushman here, the highway going down to Spring Mill. This is going to be crossing somewhere between there and the Limedale area. I'm going to continue on down the path here, Cave Creek Road. Should come just to the north of the Pfeiffer community, cross over Sandtown Road, Hickory Valley area, Sandtown. This is hitting a lot of very close to the areas that were hit on March 14th. So we need everybody from Cave City down to Cushman, down to Bethesda, and then continuing on past Cave City, you start getting into all the way up to the Calamine area. Shelbyville is down to the south here. Grange Road is here also. So let me widen back out. Still a decent look at rotation down to the southwest of Cave City, almost due south of Cushman. Are they saying much on it right now?
No, I haven't really seen much, just that they were issuing the warning and then the warning came out.
Okay, so this is right through here. Probably until it gets closer to some populated areas, we probably won't get a ton of reports. If we could move the camera around at south side, that's a pretty good distance away. But we'll take a look at this. We'll be able to see the storm at least, because this thing has a huge hail core with it. If you notice here, see the purple magenta color? This thing is putting down some hail. Whoops.
Yeah, with this, they've made obviously the main threat the tornado. They've not mentioned the hail, but it is obviously there. Yeah, so this is a very, very violent, or I don't want, that's a strong word. It's a very strong storm moving through into Izard County and just clipping in Independence County right now.
So at the very least, this is putting down hail in Izard County. It's coming into Sharp County here shortly. It's kind of clipping the northwestern parts of Batesville. I'll check something out real fast. Here's meteorologist Jace Passmore is out in the George Kell Storm Tracker, and it looks like he is on the move once again, probably might be heading west. Jace, what's your plan? Where are you heading right now?
Yeah, it looks like we're going to head back up towards the Strawberry area and kind of let this pass just to our west or just to our north. We're about 25 minutes from Strawberry, so we'll get there before that tornado warning expires. But looking at it, this looks to be kind of right there on that boundary that's kind of goes from northwest and south, or towards the northwest, so it's kind of oriented right there on that boundary. So this will be an interesting storm to watch, because earlier we've had storms cross the boundary and kind of fizzle out. This one's kind of right there on it, and it looks like it's going to kind of ride that boundary up into parts up towards the Strawberry, Smithville area, and also the Cave City area as well.
All right, once again, that's meteorologist Jace Passmore and Matt Bowman. They are out in this storm right now, catching up with the one that is passing just to the northwest of Batesville right now. You got anything new on it?
No, I'm not really seeing anything new. I will say
I think your microphone's off. Or
there we go. Okay? Yep. Can you hear me? Okay, yep. So we're looking right now at the rotation of the storm, and in the last scan, it looks like it's tried to weaken maybe just a touch. Still not going to let our guard down, though. We could still visibly see this rotation moving right along the county line of Izard and Stone County. So we're going to watch this storm. And like Ryan said, this is a very similar area that was impacted just 3 weeks ago today. There's a lot of storm anxiety, and this is a very scary situation to be in. So you still want to take this seriously. Let that little, and it's
tightened up.
Yep, it just tightened up. But let this be an opportunity to let that anxiety help you take shelter, because we are watching the storm strengthening as it continues to move to the northeast. And I forgot the movement on this storm, but I think it was 55 miles an hour.
It is moving to 55?
55 northeast. So let's go ahead and put a track on this once again, because this is so unfortunate. It's going very close to the same areas that were already impacted just 3 weeks ago. So to the northeast at 55 miles an hour, we're going to see Cushman at 7:02. Again, look at the clock on the screen. If you're watching us on streaming, it might be a little bit delayed. So 6:59 is the time right now. 3 minutes, 7:02 in Cushman, 7:15 in Cave City, 7:29 in Strawberry, 7:34 Lynn, 7:40 in Annieville. Officially, this warning is going to expire at 7:30. Lawrence County, you are not in this warning yet, but it is approaching you rapidly at 55 miles an hour. In the last scan, this storm has started to strengthen again, so we're going to keep our eyes on this as it's getting very close to areas that were already impacted. I'm going to clear this off and go ahead and zoom down at where the storm is and kind of talk about what I'm seeing around the storm, like street names and maybe a couple of communities as well. So Cushman, very close to you. Colleytown is right on top of you as well, looking at Big Spring Mill, Oak Hill Loop, Claxton Loop, Colleytown Road, Punch Lane, Weber Chapel Road, continuing to move to the northeast, Sandtown Road, a lot of people are familiar with this, Arrowhead Lane, Hickory Valley, Thunder Hill Lane. If any of this rings a bell, if any of this is near you, also Highway 167 between Batesville and Cave City, you guys are in the path of this as well, and Cave City is in the path here as well. We're not really seeing this in Batesville proper, you guys are fine. But if you have a Batesville address and live on the north side of town, even near Pfeiffer, probably not officially in this warning. Well, you're clipping the warning actually. So Pfeiffer, go ahead and get in your safe space as well. If you're on 167 between Pfeiffer and Cave City, you are in this tornado warning, and also areas outside of that as well. Continuing to move through to the northeast, also getting a new scan, and that rotation is still tightening. Also seeing Grange Road in this evening shade officially in this warning as well. So we're watching this storm moving into Independence County and crossing over into Sharp County in the next few minutes. Still seeing that rotation continuing to tighten with new scans. Going ahead and It's like right on top of Bethesda if we switch over and just look at the radar for this. So we're going to...
Hey, we're getting an unconfirmed report that this is on the ground now.
Okay, so we have an unconfirmed report that this is a tornado on the ground, an area very similar to what was hit just 3 weeks ago. So if you are in this tornado warning polygon, if your phone went off saying that there was a tornado warning for you in Independence County and in Sharp County, you need to be in your safe space right now.
Let's go again. Did we have anything on the south side camera at all?
We just seeing the backside of the storm move through, but you can kind of tell it's a nasty storm. Kind of see the striations on the south side of this storm, so it does look like it's a pretty mean rotating storm just looking at the camera.
All right, so once again, this is an unconfirmed report of this being on the ground. Let's go back to radar real fast. I want to take a closer look down in. This is the tail end of this storm. So Cave City, we need you in your tornado safe spot. This, if this is there, it is just to the northwest of Batesville. It looks very, very strong there on radar. It's very convincing right now on radar.
Yeah, so we're still going to watch this storm very closely, especially since we have an unconfirmed report that it's on the ground right now, still seeing very tight rotation with the storm. We have no reason to believe that it's weakening at this time. And
what was the speed on it?
55 to the northeast.
All right, sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're good. You're fine. We're going to keep watching this storm closely because this environment just a little bit better than what we were seeing earlier. So Ryan's got that storm track pulled up. Time right now is just about 7:03. At 7:06, it's in Big Spring Mill. 7:18, Cave City. 7:28, Calamine. 7:35, Lynn. 7:46 in Black Rock. Now, Lawrence County, you guys officially are not in this warning, but it's still continuing to move that way. This is going to give you ample time to prepare in case the storm stays together. Officially, this is going to expire at 7:30, but we're keeping our eyes on it closely, especially since we are seeing reports that people are having eyes on this storm.
Yeah.
Still very a violent storm, regardless of if we're seeing this tornado or not.
I just saw the picture of it, so it was at least on the ground when this particular picture was taken. Here's your times of arrival again. Big Spring, 7:06. We're at 7:03 right now. 7:18 into Cave City. Calamine, if it holds together, 7:28. Meteorologist Jace Passmore is out in this storm right now. And Jace, I just saw a picture of this tornado looking kind of from the southeast of it. It looked like it was extended all the way to the ground. Do you guys have any kind of visual on it yet? Jace, you may have your microphone on.
We do.
Go ahead.
Yep. We do not have any visual on it. We are starting to see a lot of cloud-to-ground lightning strikes, but I was in this area earlier, and we should come up to an intersection where we may be able to see it if it's still on the ground or if this storm holds together probably in the next, I would say 5 to 10 minutes. We should be able to see it, but getting back in here, we are starting to get into the trees, and it's also going to start getting dark, so we'll also start losing daylight here soon as well. But we should have visual on it if it's still on the ground probably within the next 10 minutes or so.
Okay, we're going to check back in with you in just a bit. Once again, this is passing very close to the Bethesda area right now. This thing doesn't look to be moving too fast.
No, I'm kind of questioning the 55. We got a new scan in. It's still continuing to tighten. It's getting closer and closer to Big Spring Mill and Cushman at this time. It looks like it might try to go south of Cushman, but the scan on the Little Rock site is showing a little bit of a different picture there. So something to keep in mind is we are pretty far away from any of the radar sites right now, so the storm could be tilted, so we can't exactly pinpoint where this is.
Yeah, the picture I saw was from a pretty big distance away, but this is Blowing Cave Road. This is Cushman here. Highway take you down to Spring Mill. I'm assuming, is that Highway 69 there, I believe? Yeah, I believe it is. Heads down to...
Yes.
Yeah. So this is going to continue on toward Sandtown Road. Very, very similar path that we remember from the 14th. So we need everybody that is in the path of this storm to be taking cover now. Cave City, go ahead and take cover now. You have time to get in your shelters right now. I know a lot of people took shelter with a lot of other people, like large storm shelters. Now's the time to do that again.
Yeah, so we're still tracking this area of rotation, continuing to move toward Cave City at this time. It's still in Independence County right now, crossing over Highway 69 that runs between Melbourne and Batesville. Batesville, you guys are in the clear. Right now, the storm is going north of you. Some of your phones might have gone off, but Batesville proper, not in this tornado warning. We're going to continue to track this storm moving to the northeast, potentially at 55 miles an hour. It looks like it's going a little bit slower than that, but still seeing this area of rotation essentially right on top of Cushman and Big Spring Mill, seeing that a couple of road names, looking at Claxton Loop, Allen Road, Sandtown Road, High Rock Road, Pine Hill Road.
Let's go to Max too while she's calling those out.
If you are seeing your name on the screen once they get my computer pulled up, or if you're hearing me say your name, you are in the direct path of this tornado, and if it's not already on top of you, it is extremely close. So we're going to be watching this continuing to move toward Arrowhead Lane, Hickory Valley, Cold Creek Road, West Center Street in Cave City. Still watching areas in Cave City that were just hit 3 weeks ago. Still looking at Maxville, North Ridge Road, Grange Road, Dusty Lane, Shelbyville and Shelbyville Road, South Wilson Wells Road. All of you need to be in your safe space at this time. Dogwood Circle, Duncan Lane, Powell's Chapel Road, Silver Springs Road. If you're in evening shade, this area of rotation could be going to the south of you, but we cannot give you the all clear yet. You are in that tornado warning. There is an area of rotation that continues to tighten as we are looking at the storm. They just adjusted the polygon to kind of take out some of the areas where this area of rotation is already passed by. So we're still seeing this spin in the atmosphere right around here. This is the area that we're watching. We had eyes on this storm. It looked like it at least briefly touched down to the ground, which makes it officially a tornado. We have this tornado warning right now. It's not officially confirmed. That's why you're only seeing a red polygon instead of the pink polygon, but we still want to take this seriously, especially since these are folks that are still having to deal with the aftermath of the storms from 3 weeks ago. So we're keeping our eyes on this very closely. Going ahead and switching to radar really quickly. I'm not seeing as impressive of a hail core that we were seeing earlier, but still a strong storm capable of producing a tornado heading toward Cave City right now. It's still in Independence County. We want to keep our eyes on the storm as it continues to move toward the northeast. Cushman getting in on some heavy rain right now, but that rotation is also very close to you as well. So if you are in this red box that you're seeing on your screen right now, it is time for you to get into your safe space at this time. We have a tornado warning in effect for you. We've had reports, unconfirmed albeit, but reports that there was a tornado at least briefly on the ground. The storm continues to rotate. So if you're in evening shade in the southern areas of Ash Flat, if you're in Cave City, if you're in Pfeiffer, you want to be in your safe space right now. We do have a tornado warning for you guys that we are continuing to watch very closely, Ryan.
Yeah, so Cave City, as Christina was saying, we need you in your tornado safe spot for this rotation that is coming in right now. I tell you what, if we can, let's take a live look from our Southside Batesville camera. The picture that was taken of the tornado was actually from Southside and then from a very long distance away. But look at those clouds, just some nasty looking clouds on the backside of this storm. This is the storm right now that has the tornado warning with it, looking out from Mark Martin Ford and Kia there in Southside. So you can see the storm clouds there in the distance. Let's go back to radar. And it looks like the rotation might be tightening up once again. Mm-hmm. I'm going to play this so we can get an idea of the movement on it. And I'm not comfortable enough giving anybody the all clear at all. This one might be going a little bit west of Cave City. If you notice it, let me put a line on it. Kind of forms down right through here. You see the line on it. If it continues moving on that line, that would go a little bit west of Cave City. Zoom in on some of these locations that it could be in. So that'd be crossing Highway 167, maybe a little bit farther to the north.
So that's
Now-
areas like Maxville, in between Cave City and Evening Shade.
Now, I'm not comfortable enough to say anybody doesn't need to be taking cover. I'm just trying to give you a little bit of maybe peace here. But this might, yeah, like there you go, Maxville, Sydney area. So if you're in Maxville, if you're in Sydney, if you're anywhere along, I think it says Brickell Springs Road, through there's Sandtown once again. Widen out so we can get an idea of where that. So that rotation's crossing over Sandtown right now. It looks like it might have weakened a little bit. Don't see a debris signature. That's a good thing. Doesn't necessarily mean we don't have anything on the ground. It just means that it's not being lofted up high enough.
So something that we're still watching right now is this storm in Independence County continuing to move toward Sharp County at this time. We do have eyes on this storm. It definitely looks like an angry storm. We've had at least an unconfirmed report that something has touched the ground briefly, but we still are seeing that area of rotation right now at this time in Independence County, continuing to move to the northeast. We're still seeing this rotation here. Depending on, go ahead and switch over to Max 2 in the back if you don't care. Depending on which radar site you look at, you're seeing different colors, but we're still looking at the same area of rotation just from a different perspective. So on mine, I'm seeing pinks, yellows, and reds. It's a little confusing, but we're still seeing an area of rotation right now, right here. That's very close to Cushman right now, and continuing to watch it moving in the general direction of Cave City. So Cave City, we are going to go ahead and get into our safe spot right now. Going to zoom in just a tad more and kind of call out some names again. Sandtown Road, a lot of people from there are very familiar with. So Sandtown Road right on top of you guys right now. Skyview Lane, Arrowhead Lane. Also watching Cave City still, West Center Street, continuing to watch Cold Creek Lane, Mount Carmel Road, and Maxville, as well as the Sydney community, continuing to move to the northeast. Evening Shade, you want to get in your safe space as well. Poughkeepsie, you are in this warning as well. Nelsonville and Calamine officially outside of this warning, but it is so close to you guys. This is still a violent storm. It still would not hurt to get into your safe space at this time. This area of rotation is getting closer and closer to the county line. Officially, it still looks like it's in Independence County, but again, once you get this far away from the radar, that beam is hitting the storm several hundred feet up in the air, and storms like this are tilted a little bit, so it's going to be hard to know exactly where this is, but it's very close to the Independence and Sharp County line. Still watching that storm. We just got a new scan in. Still looks like it's trying to stay in Independence County, but it's going to continue to move to the northeast in the next few minutes. Right now, they're reporting that it's moving at 55 miles an hour. We'll go ahead and try to get a storm track on this. When you zoom out, you're noticing I'm getting that different color because it's picking up from a different radar site at this time. That also makes it a little bit more difficult to see the area of rotation because now it kind of looks like it's closer to Evening Shade than it does from Cave City. So I'm going to zoom out and do a pretty broad area of a track on this at 55 miles an hour going to the northeast. This is going to include a lot of places. Well, let me retry that. That's not quite wide enough. This is going to include a lot of places that are officially not in the warning, but a strong storm capable of producing a tornado is heading in your general direction anyway, so it would not hurt to take shelter a little early, especially since a lot of these places were just recently hit. Cave City, 719, Poughkeepsie, 727, Calamine, 730, Jessup, 734, Ravenden, 745, Imboden, 747, Burdell, 749, and Lorene at 759. This is already getting into Randolph County if it continues to hold together. Still a very strong storm we've got eyes on, but I cannot confirm right now if it is or is not on the ground.
There's been some unconfirmed reports coming in, especially from Cushman, that there may have been a brief touchdown east of Cushman. So I need everybody in Cave City to be in your tornado safe spot right now. Also seeing getting reports that there are a lot of people in those safe spots at Cave City Elementary School and at one of the churches there. So that's some good news, but I still need everybody in Cave City to be in your tornado safe spot, Evening Shade to be in your tornado safe spot. This will stay north of Batesville. This is north of Batesville, so that's some good news right there. And you can kind of see they trimmed back that severe thunderstorm warning. But we are seeing this now coming into Cave City. This is coming into places like Poughkeepsie and back towards Calamine, some of the same areas that were hit just a couple of weeks ago. So better safe than sorry with this storm. Go ahead and get in your tornado safe spot. And like Christina was saying, they're probably seeing that this is our best area of rotation, I think, right now. This is just to a few miles to the south and to the west of Cave City, moving in that general direction. So Cave City being your tornado safe spot. How fast was this moving, Christina? You said 55?
I'm not convinced it's moving that fast, but again, I'd rather go a little bit faster, give people more notice than slow down and it catch up. Exactly.
So if there's not a tornado here, you'll be in your tornado safe spot for just a few minutes and then you'll be able to come out. But I want everybody, as this moves off towards the north, and let's zoom, clear this and zoom out just a little bit more. This is moving through Sharp County and not officially in parts of Lawrence County, but I want people in Lawrence County, especially back towards Raventon and Imboden, to go ahead and start thinking about their tornado safe spot as this moves off towards the northeast at 55 miles per hour. This will come into Cave City here in the next about 10 minutes or a little over 10 minutes, 10 to 15, 7:22. It's 7:17 right now. 7:40 in Lynn, 7:46 in Annieville, 7:51 in Black Rock, and then into College City on the north sides there, Walnut Ridge, at about 8 o'clock as this storm moves off towards the northeast at about 55 miles per hour. The area of rotation right there on the Independence County, Sharp County line, and they've trimmed that warning back even more. You have this area right here. That's what I'm looking at. That's our where the area of rotation. There's something forming down to the south and west. We'll keep an eye on that. That's going to be right there around Cushman as well. So, but right now the warning is for this area of rotation that's on the west side, or coming into the west sides of Cave City. And we hate to say that, especially we're now 3 weeks from the tornado that happened on March 14th. But I want everybody in Cave City up to Evening Shade. You're on the northern edge of this warning in Evening Shade. Go ahead and be in your tornado safe spot. Poughkeepsie, be in your tornado safe spot to Calamine. Here's Lawrence County. There's not a warning for Lawrence County, but if you live back over towards Strawberry and Lynn and then back up towards Imboden, I need you to be in your tornado safe spot as well. Start thinking about going to your tornado safe spot as the storm continues to move off towards the north and east.
Aaron, it's 7:19 right now. At 7:16, the Arkansas State Police reporting damage on Claxton Loop and Cushman.
And we don't want, that's where the tornado touched down there a couple of weeks ago in that same area. We did see I did see that report of that unconfirmed tornado touchdown in that area. So we cannot trust this storm now. I need everybody in Cave City to be in your tornado safe spot. Area of rotation is off towards your west, moving towards your general area. It's slowed down. It's kind of just sitting right there on the on the Sharp Independence County line.
I think it's cycling just to the west of Cave City right now.
I kind of see that too.
And that makes sense. And I still don't like what's going on just down to the south of that. So, new radar update.
I will say I'm not super concerned about that. It's not really lining up super great with what I'm seeing on radar right now.
Yeah.
We'll still watch it, but the area of rotation that's moving into Sharp County right now is definitely the more concerning thing. It has a history of causing damage. We don't know if it was tornado damage or just wind damage or hail damage, but damage nonetheless from a strong storm moving into the Cave City area right now. So whenever we talk about getting into your safe space, you might be asking, what does that mean? Unfortunately, a lot of us in Cave City and that general area have a good idea of what that means because we were just here 3 weeks ago. But that's the lowest level of your home, a basement if you have one, the most interior room of your home as well. Aaron there is circling the circulation as it continues to move toward 167 between Cave City and Maxville.
So we're looking at County Road 7. This is in Sharp County. Conyers Road, There's Nickel Springs Road.
Seeing County Road 7 and West Center Street on there as well. And I know West Center Street got hit the last time we had a storm here.
Hamlet Spring Road, Center Street, like Christina was saying. There's Mount Carmel Road that runs to the north and south through there. That's where we're looking at this area of rotation, and that's just outside.
They've just confirmed this warning as well. So if we zoom out, we can see there's now a magenta polygon with this storm. I'm going to click on it to see what they are seeing on this right now. A law enforcement has actually confirmed this tornado, so that might be based off of the report from damage that they've received over the radio traffic.
Which I think is smart, Christina, because if we have, it seems like it's dropped a couple tornadoes. It seems like we've seen a picture of a tornado when it was to the west of Cushman, near kind of west of Southside, and then we had that other area where they said the tornado touched down. We're getting those damage reports near the Clacton Loop area that's east of Cushman. This is now coming into Cave City. Cave City, nobody needs to be traveling between Cave City and Evening Shade right now on Highway 167.
It's also capable of producing 1-inch hail, which is strong on its own.
Got a new update. Area of rotation is still there. It shows that it's north and west of Cave City, but this is far away from the radar. Storms tilt. That tornado could be closer to Cave City than away from Cave City. So you need to be in that tornado safe spot in Cave City.
A little piece of good news: do not let any guards down, though. They are saying that it looks like the storm's weakening. That does not mean that it has weakened yet, just that it's showing signs of trying to. So if you're in any area that you see on your screen in southern Sharp County, you need to be in your safe space right now. We're talking about the Maxville community, looking at East Maxwell Road. This is going very close to the Sidney community as well, Flat Rock Road, and continuing to get closer and closer to Highway 167. You do not want to be on that road right now. If you know somebody on that road, we have a confirmed tornado warning. This means we have enough evidence to believe not only are we seeing rotation, but that this rotation has, if not on the ground right now, has briefly touched the ground. It's continuing to move to the northeast at 55 miles an hour. So we've got places in Lawrence County that are not underneath this warning right now, but this strong storm with rotation is moving toward you.
Yeah, we also got, so here's Highway 63. I want everybody south of Highway 63, back through Williford, back to Poughkeepsie, back down to Calamine to go into your tornado safe spot. People in Smithville, up to Ravenden to Imboden need to be in your safe spot. 724 Cave City, that's right now, getting your tornado safe spot right now. Calamine 735, 739 in Jessup, going with 743 in Smithville, 749 in Annieville, 754 in Ravenden, 754 in Imboden, 8 o'clock there in Burdell, and 807 in Pocahontas. If this holds together, this will be in Pocahontas in about 40 minutes or so from now. It's 7:24. You have a little bit of time in Pocahontas if this holds together. So our biggest worry right now is in Cave City, southern Sharp County. Have a confirmed tornado warning with this storm. It doesn't look as strong, but the area of rotation continues just south of Highway 167. And what is the road that it takes you back out for people who take the road back over towards Melbourne?
I think that's an extension of Highway 69, or I'm thinking of seeing the signs there heading toward Melbourne, but that's heading toward Sidney nonetheless. So the road between Maxville and Sidney, whenever you're going down 167 heading toward Ash Flat, you've got that first curve in the road and then that first road on the left that's going toward Melbourne. That's where the rotation is right now. It's getting very close to 167 where Maxville is and continuing to move to the northeast and about to
58.
58, that's the name of the road. 58, thank you. So we're watching this area rotation near South Wilson Wells Road, continuing to see an area of rotation over East Barn Road, moving to the northeast at 55 miles an hour. So this is about to leave the warned spot that it's in. So the National Weather Service and Little Rock is going to have to make a decision on if they want to extend this or not. We're also getting reports of power flashes in Cave City.
I want everybody,
I was going to say, warning or not, everybody needs to take cover downstream of that.
especially as you live north of Highway 167, as you go back to the north and east of Evening Shade, there's Nelsonville community, back towards Poughkeepsie. That's where we're going to see this area of rotation, this possible tornado. It's already produced a couple of tornadoes down to the south as it moved out of Independence County into Sharp County. This is coming now from Cave City to the north back to Highway 58 as you head back up towards Evening Shade.
So we're watching the storm very closely. Unfortunately, it's going very close to areas that were just hit 3 weeks ago. So we're watching Cave City closely, getting reports of power flashes near there. It's saying in the Cave City tornado warning. So that could be in Maxville, that could be Cave City, that could be Hickory Valley. We're keeping our eyes on it very closely. It's continuing to move to the northeast, and again, about to leave that polygon. But if you are in Calamine, if you are in Shelbyville, your Calamine's not in this warning, but you still want to be in your safe space. If you're anywhere along the Strawberry River, this is getting very close to you as well. Smithville, you want to be in your safe space. Jessup, Blackrock, Lynn, Strawberry, Saffel looks like it's going to the north of you guys, but still a very strong storm heading closer and closer to Lawrence County right now.
All right.
They're expiring the warning, and I'm not.
I don't buy it.
I want everybody in central parts of Sharp
Well, hold
County.
on one second. Hold on. Nothing on the ground in Cave City right now. Now, he's saying in the area here.
Mm-hmm. But nothing. There's
all right.
So there's nothing in Cave City right
But
now, but this storm is still rotating.
Do me a favor. Why don't we check the power outages through there?
Yeah. So we're going to see if we've gotten any power outages. We've had reports of some power flashes. So looking over at some of our maps, there are 245 Entergy customers out of power in Sharp County right now.
Mm-hmm.
Also seeing 3 in Independence County.
What about the? Can you get down to the street level on that?
Not on the website that I'm using, but let me go to a different one.
So we're getting a couple outages looking towards Pleasant Grove. That's in Stone County, right before you cross into Independence, and then another little, maybe a couple outages, and it may come in just a little bit slower west of Cave City, and then up near Sydney.
Tell you what, check some of the live streams through there. I'm gonna stick with this. There's an area right here that I'm still concerned with. Let me widen out here. They still have a severe thunderstorm warning there. I'm still concerned about this. We're going to treat it like a tornado warning for a little bit longer.
I'm looking
At least
at
give it the same respect.
the Entergy website,
Yep.
and there is a customer out of power off of Flat Rock Road,
Yeah.
very close to West Center Street. I'm not seeing the same numbers that I was seeing on the other website,
Okay.
but still at least 1 or 2 power outages near Cave City at this time.
All right, Jace, you're pretty close to that storm. What are you seeing right now?
Yeah, so we saw it wrap up briefly, but no touchdowns. We're just a few miles outside of Cave City. You can see the lightning production is ramping up, but as I said, I haven't seen anything touch the ground, but it's also getting very hard to see because it's starting to get dark, and some of it is obscured by trees, but we do have visual on it. I can't confirm right now. I don't see anything on the ground.
All right, what's your game plan from there? We've heard just, I mean, literally just a couple of minutes ago of some power flashes. Not sure if that is from tornado or just wind or what, or are you going to be able to keep a good eye on it?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're probably, so we're currently sitting just south of Cave City, just south of, let's see here. So, yeah, so we're just south of Cave City, sitting on Ooh, I've lost service on Highway 230, looking back off towards the north.
Okay. Your mic's off, or can y'all turn? Well, we may not be able to do that right now. Go ahead.
So we are going to watch it right here for just a second, and then probably head back east down Highway 230, and then probably head north out of Strawberry. The road network out here is not really that conducive for us to keep up with it, but we're going to try our best.
Okay, I appreciate that, Jace. Just getting word. Let's see.
There's still an area of rotation there, even though they've officially dropped the tornado warning. We're still going to stick with it, though, because...
Yeah, I'm seeing some... I mean, you can take... This came from Mayor Anderson of Cave City, and you can see there's a pretty good lowering there, and you can't really see what happened over the trees. Definitely concerning.
So there's definitely something going on in Sharp County right now. A strong storm rotating. Is it on the ground? We cannot say that for sure, but we're watching the storm in areas that were just hit 3 weeks ago, almost exactly. It was around this time on a Friday as well. So we're keeping a close eye on this because it is a strong storm capable of producing a tornado if it has not done so already, potentially causing some power outages. Again, whether that's because of gusty wind or because of a tornado, we're not sure, but still a strong storm heading into the southern parts of Sharp County at this time, getting closer to the Poughkeepsie and Nelsonville area right now, as well as the Calamine and Shelbyville areas.
All right, so I'm looking behind the scenes here. Let's go back to, there we go. The storm in question is this one right here. And we have eyes on the storm now, so it is not producing a tornado right now. What we're going to have to start transitioning to being worried about is that this area of heavy rain right through here is continuing to receive rain. Let me play this for you, and you see that circled area there. It is all kind of staying right there. I just had a really, really interesting message from Mel Coleman, who's up in the Sturkey area, and he says, and I quote, "I was in both the 1982 and 2008 floods here in Salem. This surpasses both of them, and it's still going in Salem." To get that on Friday night when this thing's not going to be over with until Saturday afternoon is very, very strong wording. If you notice, we've got rain coming over the same areas over and over again, and it's not making a lot of progress to the east. So I've been saying this for a couple of days now. Flooding is going to transition to being the bigger problem. You know, I know a lot of times we worry about tornadoes, as we should. Flooding kills a lot of people, and we've got to be really, really smart over the next several days to not be out and about venturing on some of these county roads. Even the highways are going to start getting covered up with water as this continues to move through. It's not making a lot of progress to the east. We're getting a few little cells out here. You know how we were worried about that? They're not materializing to a whole lot. I got some more updates from stand by. Got some more updates from Jonas Anderson, mayor of Cave City. Said it passed right overhead, was moving towards Smithville. They have ended the sirens at Cave City. He thinks in Cave City it never touched down, or he knows, I mean, he would know, never touched down there, passed right over his head at the shelter.
Okay.
So that's
a good
great
sign.
news.
That's a great sign.
We continue to get really good news tonight, so let's hope that continues outside of the flooding.
Yeah, some people have been coming behind the scenes and saying that there have been sightings of a lowering. So,
well, I saw pictures of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely.
So we're still seeing a strong rotating storm in Sharp County at this time. Officially, not tornado warned right now. Another piece of good news: going into an environment not really favorable for tornado development. So it's likely going to continue to weaken, which is probably something that the National Weather Service was predicting and why they canceled this. Yeah. But we're still seeing some rotation with the storm. It's still a strong storm. It could be producing hail, not only a tornado at this time. So you still want to be in an interior room, lowest level of your house, away from windows, just to be safe.
So let me show you the 12-hour rainfall right now. If you notice, there's a big swath through Howe, Oregon, Fulton County, Baxter County, all through here that just within the past 12 hours has seen 4 to 5 inches of rainfall, and all of that is moving down to the south. That's just within the past 12 hours. If you back this up even more, there's 24 hours, there's 48 hours. Now, keep in mind, there's some areas in here that have seen 7 to 8 inches of rain. See this? Let me zoom in just a little bit more on this. So we're getting big time flooding reports up here. 48-hour rainfall. Look at the legend here. This is getting into that 6, 7, 8 inch rainfall totals from Salem over to Mountain Home. Talked to my kids a little bit ago. They were coming through Mountain Home, and they said that there was already flooding starting, and that was about 3 or 4 hours ago. So big time issues starting to take shape because of flooding.
Getting a damage report. This was when it was back near Bethesda that there was some damage on Bethesda Road.
Yeah.
Also, looking at I-Drive, we do have some closed roads in Fulton County. Highway 395 that runs really from the state line with Missouri down to Salem. That road is closed to the high water, and then back towards Viola. Highway 223, I believe that's what that is. That run 223 that runs from Viola back down towards Calico Rock. The northern end of that is closed between Viola and the community of Wild Cherry, and that's due to high water as well.
Okay, we're gonna have some issues. I mean, we've got another 18 hours of rainfall coming through Region 8. So here's the deal: tornado warnings have now expired for everyone. Still have a severe thunderstorm warning going on in the Doniphan area. We'll look at it a little closer real fast. Tell you what, I mean, obviously we're watching the severe weather threat here, but just seeing heavy rain here also is a problem because, see this blue line right here? That is going to be the current river, which is set to be rising. It comes down, goes into the Black River, which comes down through here, goes down into Pocahontas, continues on down to Black Rock. We're going to see some serious flooding going on through here. This continues down, dumps into the White River. Spring River comes down through here. Expected to have historical flooding through here. 11-Point River. And notice how all this rain is going into those basins right now. And you widen out, and that rain just simply continues, not making a lot of progress to the east. Now, we got more down to the south that we're going to be watching as well. Now, don't think because it's not raining in these areas right here that it's not eventually going to get here. Models are continuing to show 5, 6, 7 inches of rain through here or more. So just because it's not making its eastward progression yet, it will. I think these areas probably will end up with a lot more. But we're not out of the woods here. I know a lot of people were getting sandbags and Paragould. They were putting sandbags together down there in downtown, and people were picking them up. Don't think, oh, we're missing this. Is all going. It's 7:30 on Friday night. We got a whole day of rain tomorrow. So what we're going to do is we're going to regroup. We're going to check on the flooding situation, see if the rivers are rising yet. Is the Spring River going up yet? Have you looked?
Not yet.
Not yet.
It's still down there around 5.5 feet in Hardy.
Okay. We're going to watch the rivers. We're going to have an update. It is 7:40 right now. We're going to have an update on K News at 10. What I'm hoping is that we don't have to break back in for tornado warnings. We have damage through some parts of Independence County. We're going to check on that some more also. It does look like we had a tornado. I saw a picture of it. Law enforcement reporting this also, and we're getting damage reports out of northwest Independence County. So we'll check on that, and we'll pass information along to you. We'll have an update on the rivers as well coming up on K8 News at 10 unless we see you again before then.